everyone, Stephanie here, coffee drinker, book lover, and reviewer of many things. And today we are going to be playing Nancy Drew Midnight in Salem. This is the 33rd game in the Nancy Drew game series. And I was gonna start with the lowest number I have, which is number 3, but it wouldn't run on this computer. And then I tried number 4, and it was promising and it was working, but it wouldn't let me play and record at the same time. So 4 hours later, I was like, we're starting with the last one. I've only played this one once. Have I played this one? I don't remember. And I got my trusty notebook to write things down. And I got me some coffee right now. And I got me a little snacky snack. It's just some nuts and some chocolate. And I got water. Gotta stay hydrated. So this game says, don't be out past midnight in Salem. Nancy Drew unexpectedly finds herself in Salem, Massachusetts, investigating an arson on the Hathorne House. Hathorne House, sorry. The ongoing investigation has turned up a little evidence, but concerned citizens have accused May Perry an arson and are pressuring the police to arrest the secretive teen. As Nancy Drew races to uncover the truth behind the arson, she discovers connections to the house's past with the Salem trials, and finds herself drawn into the struggle with supernatural events that she simply can't explain. Nancy's convictions are put to the test. Time is short, and Nancy must find the answer before the clock strikes midnight. So this one's exciting. I know that there is a new Nancy Drew game coming out soon, if it's not out already. I really should look into that. But it's called The 7 Keys, and I can't wait to get that one. My goal is to have all of them, of course. So I guess before I get started, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And yeah, that way you don't miss out on the next one. By the way, I should have said this at the beginning. This is season 3, episode 1. So let's get started. Let me just pop myself up into this corner. And oh, I got worried there for a minute. Ooh, do I want to be an amateur or a master? Let's go with amateur this time. And if my music if the volume is a little weird, it's because I couldn't get my headphones to
Dear
work.
Ned, Austria has been wonderful so far. Dad called. He wants me to get an old relic while I'm here, the Book of Apologies, which dates back to the 17th century witch trials in Salem. I'll be going to Mosam Castle to retrieve it before I head back to the States. It's said to be haunted, so I'm expecting some good scares and mysteries. Ever yours, Nancy. Feels like ages since I was on my last adventure. So, are you coming in?
That's all right, Miss Drew. I'd prefer to stay out here.
Why? It's so warm and inviting in here.
Yes, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. All of Judge Sewell's effects are there, just as your father requested. Although I will tell you, as I told him, the desk is locked, and I don't have the key. But I will gladly stay and answer any questions you have from the other side of this door. I recommend opening the window for some light. There's no electricity here. Well, in that room at least.
I think it's funny that the person who is in charge is most
much
scared
better.
of this
What
room.
a wonderful view.
Oh, great. You know, that room used to be a prison cell. Mosam Castle was the site of the most famous and violent witch trials in Austrian history. The Salzburg witch trials predate the Salem witch trials by 17 years, actually. After the incidents in Salem, Judge Sewell willed his personal effects to be preserved by whichever museum would have them. And since we are the premier historical reference on witch trials, it ended up here.
Man.
The book written by Judge Sewell? Oh, no. I've never actually been in that room.
You mind if I ask why? Is there something scarier in here than creaky floors?
Well, let's just say that ghosts exist in this castle. And if they do exist, they definitely haunt that room.
Ghost? Can't say I've ever seen one, but they are non-corporeal by definition. Malleus Maleficarum. Wow. The Hammer of Witches itself. Gives me chills knowing what it did.
Yes, indeed. A how-to guide for hammering out witchcraft. It was written in 1487 by a man whose name I won't even bother to mention because he used bunk science to send hundreds, if not thousands, of people to their deaths.
Let's see. Part 3, second head, question 4. The judge should act as follows in the continuation of the torture. Oh. Well then. Oh, I like that we can click the little text button and just scroll through it this way. I'm not going to read all this out loud. It's pretty much about torture. And I don't think this one is actually important. We'll find out. What does my screen say? Find book of apologies.
There really isn't much here.
Yes, Judge Sewell was a Puritan. They believed they should only have purposeful or utilitarian possessions, very little value outside their stated use.
Then turn around.
Is this Judge Sewell's desk?
Ah, yes. That desk is where he spent most of his time working when he wasn't in court. Custom made. If the Book of Apologies does exist, he would have written it at that desk.
And what's inside this alleged book?
Your father didn't tell you? It was a ledger containing all the names of the accused witches from the Salem witch trials. Judge Sewell had doubts about his convictions, and he wrote the book as a means to make amends.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Alright. Well, let's get a closer look. Oh.
Locked.
Yep. But if I didn't click on that first, then...
I found a letter. It's addressed to Abigail Hathorne Woodley.
What does it say?
I do regret to write to you in this state. I have been racked with guilt as my fervency of spirit was too great to determine a conviction just. He asks for her forgiveness and for God's.
Wow. This is actually kind of important. Because right now we are not in Salem, but we will be. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. It's just a sad story, and we'll hear probably most of the story over and over again. Oh, we can rotate it. That's fun, because this is exactly how if I was actually looking, I would turn the page around, I would look all over it.
What does this mean?
A button. Ooh. Wait, is there one on the other side too? No? Okay. Hold on. Back up.
Doesn't fit.
Of course not. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, now let's try. Oh!
What a clever desk. It even comes with a labyrinth.
Okay. Now we're just dragging through. That's pretty easy.
Easy.
That was really easy.
I found it. It's here.
What? Really? Amazing!
It's locked behind some sort of cage, though. The lock says A.W. Any ideas?
A.W.? No. But I have some tools in the shop that might be able to cut it free. In my shop. I'll go. Meet me there.
Where is that? Hey, wait for me.
That's a bit suspect, don't you think?
The Book of Apologies. It's locked.
Yeah, I feel like we should be able to pick it up and take it with us. Because...
Nancy! This way!
Where is that? Dr. Hurst?
Nancy Drew, it's Deirdre Shannon.
Deirdre, can I call you back? I'm in the middle of...
Listen, I know we haven't exactly been besties in the past, but I'm in the middle of something big, and
Deirdre, I have to call you back.
Wait, don't hang up on me!
Elizabeth? Elizabeth! Hey, what are you doing? What? The book! They took the book!
Really?
Stop! Stop running!
Now I try to chase this person through the woods. Blindly, I might add, because I have no clue where this person could have gone. Oh!
Gotta move slowly. Come on. No!
Where did they go? Alright, so first
Gotta figure out which way they went. Must be a clue here.
Yeah, there is. Obviously, we gotta have the key.
A.W. This canister looks to have been used as a homemade smoke bomb.
It's important. We can click on it. And look at that. A ticket. To Boston.
A ticket to Boston.
Bet you were wondering when Boston was gonna come in. Wait, back up. I wanted the camera. You know, gotta keep the evidence, right? I don't see anything else here.
Yes, Deirdre. What is it?
You know where I am right now? Salem.
Salem? As in, witch trial Salem?
Avi. Come on, Drew. My cousin has... Well, she's gotten into some trouble here, and I thought I could help her out. But it turns out the situation is much more complicated than I anticipated. So now, I'm calling you to ask for some... guidance.
You want my help?
Ugh, yes, don't make this more painful. I could use your professional opinion, okay?
Well, it so happens that the case I'm on is connected to Boston, which is just nearby Salem. And I was never a big believer in coincidences.
Oh, are you sure?
I'd love to.
Seriously?
I thought I had reached a dead end, but it looks like I have to go to Massachusetts anyway. In any case, a fresh perspective would do me good.
Ugh, you're already annoying me, and you're not even here yet.
You're welcome. I think it might even be fun.
Oh, this is so the worst idea I've ever had. I'll pick you up from the airport.
So, one of the reasons I wanted to not start with this one is because I wanted y'all to see how we meet Deirdre.
I appreciate you coming here, Drew.
I'm just glad you didn't change your mind and leave me at the airport.
Might have crossed my mind. Keep the excessive cheeriness under control, and we'll be fine.
No promises.
Where were you, by the way?
Austria.
Did I interrupt a vacation with Ned?
Didn't you bring me here to help with a case?
Yes, I did. And that's it.
Deirdre's always like, we're not
Fire.
friends.
Was anyone hurt?
Happened in the middle of the night. No one was there, thankfully. The house wasn't completely destroyed, but the person who lived there had to move out. Just so we're clear, this is my case. I know you're a detective and everything, but this is personal. It's family. Well, extended, and from my father's side. But whatever, that's not the point. It's personal. You take my lead, okay?
Of course.
But...
Well, I have done this a couple of times, Deirdre. And in my experience, we can cover twice as much ground if we work side by side.
Respect your experience and whatever, but family trumps experience. It's sensitive, and I don't want you messing it up by being too...
To what?
Too you. You're a question machine. This requires gentle handling. Delicate.
And that's been your approach.
Well, like I say, I need help.
So, can I ask some questions?
Like anyone could stop you.
All right, let's see. Oh, we only have one question to start with. Why ask? Why do I even have to click?
Why don't we start with your extended family?
They're cousins. The Perrys. Parry.
Oh, like in fencing.
Yes. Tegan is the older one. May is younger. They had a difficult childhood, okay? And now May is suspected of committing arson on the most important historic mansion in Salem. And I know it's not true. I know it.
Oh, let's see. Which one should I do? What can you tell me about May? What does Tegan think about this? I'm gonna go with what can you tell me about May?
What can you tell me about May?
She has a reputation as a troublemaker. Seems like a loner to me. Maybe a bit odd at times. Sometimes she can even sense things before they happen.
Odd how?
I don't know. Troubled teen stuff, difficult time as a kid. Oddest thing is, she won't give an alibi.
That would be seen as suspicious.
That's the problem. Everyone is so suspicious of her. Prejudice, I guess. Because of... well, you'll see.
Sounds like we should talk to her soon.
Where do you think we're going?
How are we supposed to know? She didn't tell us anything. Alright, what does Tegan think about all this?
What does Tegan think about this?
She's worried about May, obviously. Tegan isn't like May. She's upstanding. She works at the Salem Museum and doesn't know a thing about criminal cases, which is why she contacted me.
One more question. What can you tell me about this historic mansion?
It's called the Hathorne House, and it's old. Like really old. And now it's been set on fire.
Nothing else significant about it?
Well, yeah, a lot of things. But one that's kinda why you're here.
Which is why?
The Hathorne House is haunted.
It's haunted. Or is it?
What do you mean, haunted?
Exactly that. There's ghosts.
Deirdre.
I don't believe it either, Drew. But I can't explain it. Everyone seems to think they exist. With so many sightings, even if it isn't real ghosts, something is definitely going on. I thought that maybe you can disprove them. So, would you please get out of my car and come inside?
I would have already been out of the car. And I'm like, let's go, come on. I'm just saying.
If we're going to work side by side, you'd better learn to keep up with me.
Yeah, okay.
You must be Nancy. Thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
You know, you live in the same neighborhood for 20 years, and you'd expect your neighbors to be a little more understanding when your family is falsely accused of a horrific crime. Oh, I'm sorry. How are you, Deirdre?
I'm good, thanks.
Tegan Perry. Welcome to my home. Well, our home, although right now my parents are literally on safari in Namibia, so while their daughter is being convicted of a crime she didn't commit, I'm taking care of things around here. They'll be home soon. Hopefully. A very expensive courier is tracking them down in the bush. Top notch, I found him on the internet. Deirdre tells me you'll be assisting her in clearing my sister's name.
Assisting? Yeah.
She's innocent. I don't know why she won't help herself. She's got a difficult reputation. Well, you know, Deirdre, what people here can be like. She doesn't trust easily, not since... I'm sorry, are you hungry? There's clam chowder, homemade. A little taste of New England. I made up the guest bedroom for you, Nancy. Deirdre, sorry, you're bunking with May. Make yourselves at home. Oh, I almost forgot. After you girls get comfortable, you two should swing by the museum. Might as well take in some history while you're here, right? Just don't get suckered into that witch's walking tour. Olivia Ravencroft is not a witch. She would have you believing all kinds of nonsense about the town being full of ghosts.
I thought you two used to be friends.
That was a long time ago. Look, I'm sorry, I gotta get going. Running late to an appointment.
Thanks, Tegan. I appreciate you letting us stay. Before you go, do you have time for a quick question?
Nancy, we just got here.
Sorry, I know you're in a rush. It would really help.
Of course, I have time for one question, if it'll help.
Let's see, what can you tell me about where the fire happened? Do you mind introducing me to May? Oh, that's a tough one. Okay, let's do the introducing me to May.
Do you mind introducing me to May?
Sure. What do you want to ask her?
Well, I'd like to start with what she was doing on the night that the arson took place.
Look, May hasn't had an easy life, okay?
Not easy in what way? I don't want to be insensitive. I'm just trying to understand why she'd be seen as a suspect because of her past.
An accident happened when she was younger, and you might want to ask about it when you see her. Don't. You'll only upset her. She's not very forthcoming with strangers, and people tend to judge on appearances. You understand?
I understand completely. So she trusts you, right?
Yes.
So, did she tell you what she was doing on that night?
No, but she's innocent, I know.
Okay, but how do you know?
She's my sister. I just know, all right? Sorry, things have been stressful around here. I really do appreciate your help. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. I thought she was gonna introduce us to May.
You jerk. Tegan said you've been in town for days, but you haven't come by.
I know. I had to check in with your case at the, Look, I didn't want to bother you. How you holding up?
I've been accused of worse.
No, you haven't.
Hey, at least I got you to get off your butt and finally visit me.
Oh, this is the girl I was telling you about. Nancy Drew.
Nice to meet you. Oh,
Rude.
she really doesn't want to talk. This could be difficult. Any advice?
Do better? I'll be in the kitchen.
So, like, why don't you talk to your cousin and I'll tell you what to ask her, right? All right, we need to talk to Tegan in the museum and talk to the judge. Anything else? Oh, I got text messages. I got one from Dad, which should say Dad, not Carson, right? Because Carson is her dad. Just weird. And this is just the message of, Dad's asking her to go and get this since she was on vacation there. And then her telling Dad that the book was stolen. Hot on the trail. And then Ned. Vacation's good. He's gonna hang out with friends. You can tell that they're long distance relationshiping right now. And yeah, okay. Let's do some snooping first, and then we'll try to talk.
Huh.
I want to look out the window. Okay. That's just me. I'm gonna look everywhere. Feel like everything is important. I'd be such a snooper. No, I don't want to talk to her yet. Oh,
Rust be gone. Now that's handy. Never know when a bit of stubborn iron oxide will get in the way of investigating.
oh, then it must be handy. Let's see.
Hiking the Patagonian Highlands, Outback Safari, Survival Guide for the Rainforest of Myanmar. The Perrys have a real taste for adventure.
You kind of get the idea that parents aren't around very much. They sound like they go camping and stuff a lot. I can't open any of these doors. Okay. Wait. See, an Easter egg. I can't click on it. Okay. In all of the Nancy Drew games, there's like an Easter egg. And you can click on them and get things.
This cozy fireplace hasn't been used in a while.
Okay, maybe I can click on it later.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah?
Do you mind if I look around the house?
Ugh, you're so weird. I'm done talking, okay?
Sure. I guess let's look upstairs. Whoops. Can we go snooping? Nope.
I probably shouldn't be in May's room without an invitation.
Can't go down that hall either. Okay. Well, that's kind of lame. I can't go and look in any of the other places. Oh, look.
Huh?
I bet I know what the candles are for. Okay.
The neighborhood looks peaceful from up here.
It looks real nice. Okay. I want to click on that piece of paper. Okay. Okay, we'll try again later. It's fine. Okay. What do you have to say?
Are you ready to leave yet? We don't have all day.
What were you actually doing before you picked me up? Ooh.
What were you actually doing before you picked me up from the airport?
What do you mean?
You gave May a non-answer when she asked why it took you so long to stop by here.
A non-answer? Yeah, because I went to the police station.
And
they're still going through the evidence. And when they found out I was May's cousin, they started laughing.
so they think she did it.
Everyone does. So, I went to check out the Hathorne House myself. But I never went inside.
The ghost?
What? No. There was some weirdo there who told me the ghost was going to steal my soul. It was totally creepy. And then I found out that everyone in this town believes in ghosts, so I didn't enter.
Well, whatever or whoever it is, there's an explanation behind it. Did the police give you anything? Anything at all?
They told me there's a Judge Danforth in town, and he's going over the particulars of the Hathorne House estate. I found his office, but he kinda never let me enter his office. Believe me, I tried.
I know him. Not well, but enough to get through his door and have a conversation.
All right, are we going into town or what?
Sure.
Who could gain something by burning down a house? Insurance claim, maybe?
Possibly. Means, motive, and opportunity. We need to start interviewing. See if anyone checks off those 3 boxes.
And in your experience?
It's usually something much more personal. This tour sounds interesting.
Don't tell Tegan that's your plan.
It'll give us a good overview of the town.
You mean I want to meet the real witch of Salem?
Yeah, I do. She might know something. I wonder why Tegan doesn't like her.
You don't have to investigate everything, Drew.
Yes, I
Olivia
do.
steals Tegan's visitors, sounds like. You really want to do the dumb tour?
You don't have to come with me.
Side by side. Gotta be honest, it does sound more fun than the museum.
Alright, let's get out of here. I would totally do both. Just so you know.
Ned! Hi!
Nance, how have you been? Thanks for finally picking up.
Sorry, I've been on a flight.
Busy on another case, huh? You know, you should really enjoy yourself more, Nance. Life's too short to be working all the time.
This isn't work for me. It's fun. Besides, crime doesn't take a vacation. Speaking of which, how's yours?
Ned, come on.
Yeah, 1 second.
Sounds like you're having fun.
You know, standard fare. Nothing too crazy. I miss you, Nance.
I miss you,
Hey, give it back.
too.
Nancy, I'll call you later.
Call you later, Nancy.
Well, that was... yeah.
Who was that girl? I'm sorry. I would have been so jealous. Alright, first I kind of want to be Snoopy here. Oh, hello. Look, there's a lighter. Alright, I don't think I can be Snoopy right now. Alright, we'll try later. It was worth a try, but she is way too close to me. Like, personal split space. Come on. Alright. Blink. Hey, Nancy. Deirdre gave me your number. Sorry about before. I was stressed. Don't worry about it. And thanks again for the getting in contact. We're... okay. Can't miss it. I know where it is. I mean... that part I remember. Alright. It's that direction somewhere. Let's go. Oops. No, I didn't want to go this way.
Visitors! By now, you know the story of the witches of Salem. Those poor souls were caught in a time of fear and greed, and they paid the price. They may have died, but witchcraft lives on in Salem.
Oh, this should be interesting.
The world would have you believe witches were not real. I'm not talking about old, ugly women who curse their neighbors and fly on broomsticks. The truth is, witches are real. They have always been real. They are alive and well. They are powerful, carrying the secrets of the world beyond the one we see. Ritual, mystery, magic. Most exist now only in secret, and they may be standing among you even now. It is said that in Salem, a coven of witches settled in recent years, set on revenge for the deaths of the Salem witches. Their ritual, one midnight on Halloween, unleashed the angry spirits of the past.
That's so cool.
How did you do that? Thank you. Now, if any of you are interested in the real history of the witches of Salem, I provide self-guided tours through some of my favorite locations in town. And perhaps you too will see one of the restless dead.
The thief in Austria used the same kind of stage magic she's using.
Thief? There was a thief? What were you doing there?
Visiting a spooky old castle. You'd have liked it.
Do you regularly fly to Europe for investigations?
Sometimes.
And if you want to learn about being a witch, come forward.
I think it's funny that the movements that they do, the repetitive weirdness. Oh, look.
Huh.
Another candle. Is that real?
Uh-oh, here comes trouble.
Me? Never. Well, nothing too bad, I hope.
Did you know that in the Malleus Maleficarum, ginger hair was the sign of a witch? You're my kind of people.
I'm not nearly as talented as you are.
Aw, shucks. You're making me blush. Oh, there it is. Now I'm turning red. You truly are a witch.
So to become a witch, do I need to take a test or get a diploma?
A true witch is not made with pieces of paper. She is born to it and will feel the call. Bureaucracy is for persecutors. We don't need permission. We don't live by the rules. Anyway, what can I help you with?
Let's see. How did you perform that trick? How often do you do the show? Have you lived in Salem long? Do you really believe some modern witch covering unleashed? Okay, let's do the how did you perform that trick?
How did you perform that trick?
A witch never reveals her secrets. It's against the witch code.
A code? I thought bureaucracy and rules were for persecutors.
Although, if you take my self-guided tour, I promise you will learn at least one secret about being a witch.
Oh,
How often do you do this show?
Most nights. It gets busier around Halloween, and I'm sure you can figure out why.
How about the night that the Hathorne House was burned?
You look a little young to be working for the police, dear.
Oh no, it's nothing like that. We're just curious tourists.
Good. Because I've already spoken with them.
And so, you were here.
I was out of town. Did you girls know that Salem is haunted? There's a ghost here. If you go on my tour, you'll learn where you can find it.
she was out of town. Where was she? Was she in Austria? Let's see. Let's just go down the
Have
list.
you lived in Salem for long?
Born and raised.
So you know the Perrys?
Of course. Not well. If you were looking for them, Tegan is at the museum. She works there.
Not well. We're staying with Tegan. I figured there was some history between you two.
That was a long time back. We don't talk much now.
And May?
Yes, I know her too. Not spoken to her for a long time either.
But you've heard the rumors about her.
May is a troubled girl, and sometimes such girls get blamed for things that were not their... I don't think she burned down the Hathorne House, if that's what you're trying to get at. People with mundane minds look for mundane explanations.
Okay, so did you catch that? She's like, sometimes troubled girls get blamed for, and then she jumped to the Hathorne House. She was going to talk about the previous event, I bet. Okay.
Do you really believe some modern witch coven unleashed ghosts on Salem?
About 8 years back, there were rumors of a coven that they performed a ritual to return the dead witches to Salem to seek out their revenge before the witches moved on.
Is there any evidence of such a coven?
Ever since then, ghost sightings have gone through the roof. Salem is now considered the most haunted place in the country.
Interesting.
You think it's a coincidence that the former home of the Hathorns was set on fire?
How else could it have started on fire?
How else could the fire have started?
I heard there was not a single living soul in the house when it started burning. Keyword, living. The world is composed of two equal parts, dark and light. The light we see every day. It's the trees, the people, the birds. It's our world. You can even see it at night. The dark is the unknown, a plane of existence that vibrates just underneath the light. But if you were in a place like Salem, a place where a painful history permeates every surface, every crack, every brick, and every tomb, the dark will appear. Usually when you least expect it. That's why they say, don't be out past midnight in Salem, because the dark may reach out and take you. Also, did you know that Salem has more ghost sightings than any other city in North America? If you want to learn why, you should go on my tour.
I think that's actually true. Okay.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
The museum is over there, across the square. That's where we can get the Real Witches tour tickets. The judge's office is in that building. If we want to go see him first, dive into the case, I think we should head right for the judge. What do you think?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Let's go meet the judge.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
The specter may be hanging over Salem, but that doesn't keep the town from getting into the Halloween spirit.
Let's see. Left or right?
Hey, what are you doing?
He's a judge, Deirdre. He's not gonna bite. Hello? Judge Danforth.
Yeah, hello. Ted? Is that you?
Ted?
No, Your Honor. My name is Nancy Drew. I think you've spoken with my father.
Nancy Drew? Carson's daughter?
Yes, and I'm with my friend Deirdre Shannon. We're investigating the arson of the Hathorne House.
Ah, yes, yes.
Can we come in?
Well, you see, no, I mean, I'd let you in, but I seem to have been locked in my office and I need some help getting out.
Do you know where I could find a key to your office?
Yes, I believe I gave a copy of the key to Alicia Cole as backup. She's just down the hall. I hope she's still here.
Excuse me? How?
Yes, can I help you?
Hi, so sorry to bother you at this hour, but we're here to meet with Judge Danforth, and he seems to be locked inside his office.
He said you might have a key.
Sorry, I gave him my spare. Unbelievable. Does this ever end?
Oh, well then, do you have a paperclip?
Yeah. And if you don't mind me asking, what business do you two have with the judge?
We're helping the judge with a case.
Anything I can assist you with?
Thanks, but I think we got it. No need for a lawyer. At least, not yet.
The diploma gave me away, huh?
Aside from the cold coffee you're still drinking and the deluxe open box of sticky tabs, yeah, you could say I know the type really well.
Nancy Drew, you really are your father's daughter. It's nice to finally meet you.
You know my dad?
Small world. If you need any assistance or more paper clips, feel free to ask.
Yeah, don't ask what I need the paperclip for. Oops. Too far. Let's just break into his office.
Judge Danforth? I couldn't find your key.
What? Alicia said she'd keep a copy for me.
Well, I did find a paperclip. I think I can pick your lock, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, sure, fine.
Ooh.
This shouldn't be too much of a challenge.
What am I doing? Okay. Hold. Okay. Oh, is this gonna be harder than it looks? Okay. The feel for the pin that gives resistance. It's this one. Haha. Nope. Gonna get it. I just gotta figure out which the second one is. Nope. This one. And then this one. Okay, which one's next? This one maybe? Oh yeah.
Ha! Still got it.
Efficient. How'd you learn to do that, actually?
Online video tutorial.
Someday you have to tell me about your secret life of breaking and entering, Drew. Because you're in danger of being cool. Which, honestly, I just don't like.
Someday.
Okay, we're going to stop here, and I will come back to it in a few minutes. So I want to say I hope that you're enjoying this game so far, and just click over here so the music stops. It has been 50 minutes of fun so far. The game does get more exciting. I know, like, you have to get through all the talky bits. So sometimes I'm gonna be real quiet, and sometimes I'll be talking. So if you made it this far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so that you get the thing. Oh, sorry, I hit the mic. So you get the notification for the next video. And gonna finish my coffee and then go wake up my kiddo because nap time is over. And then I'm gonna get her set up, and hopefully I will be able to record everything in the short amount of time I have. If not, then yeah. Sorry, I forgot to click that button, so now I'm bigger. I already said like, comment, subscribe, share. This is the first video of the 3rd season, and yeah, so far not much has happened, but you gotta come back for the next episode because it's about to get started. That's all I have to say. I will talk to you on the next video. Bye!